What is up, YouTube? I'm Cameron. I'm here with Peyton Surratt and Alex Kulakis, and we are the Breakdown. Today we'll be going over our Week 3 NFL pick'ems. Our Week 2 scores are right here, and our overall score is right here. Probably winning right now. So, getting straight into it, the Thursday night game, the Steelers at the Browns.
Talk about a snooze fest on a Thursday night.
I'm not watching the game.
Probably not doing it.
I don't know who I like here. I don't like either. I'm gonna go Browns.
I think the Browns dominate the run game, control time
I agree,
position.
especially with TJ Watt out. I'm going.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb is looking like the top 3 running back in the NFL that he is after scoring 3 touchdowns and 100-something yards.
Last touchdown did cost him the game, but looks good for us.
I don't know. He was looking great. I'm gonna take the Browns. Next, the Bills versus the Dolphins.
Bills.
I think
The
that's a great
Bills
game.
really look untouchable. As good as the Dolphins have looked through 2 games, the Bills look unreal. Don't get cute.
I'm not gonna do it.
Are you
gonna do
If
it?
you don't do it, I might have to do it.
I'm going the Bills. The Bills destroyed the Titans last night.
That was embarrassing.
I mean, Miami looked really good, but that defense is not holding.
Also, I want to say, the way that Miami came back on the Ravens, I don't think that they can come back like that on Buffalo.
Heck no.
So the Bills are the best team in the league, and the Dolphins were my sleeper team this year. So I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I think
Probably by 20.
I think Tua gets exposed this game.
They've been saying that.
Underrated take. I
They've been saying
think Tua gets exposed this game.
I agree. I think the Bills defense.
Because if you look at Tua's throws, all that playmaking was made by Waddle and Hill.
That's their offense.
The only throw that Tua actually made was the Tyreek Hill throw, which was wide open. So I'm just looking. I'm looking out for that if I'm watching it.
Bengals at Jets.
Oh man.
Did you see the Jets beating them?
Yeah, 100%.
Dude,
100%.
Flacco threw the ball 60 times in his first game, and then 46 times.
Yeah, like top 3 in passing yardage right now.
It's
Yeah, if
crazy
I'm being
to think
I'm taking
of.
the Bengals. There's no way the Bengals lose to the Jets. If they lose to the Jets, that's my last. Screw that. That's my lock of the week. If the
Lock of the
Bengals
week and
the
the
Bengals are
Bengals,
beating
okay.
the Jets. If you don't think Jamar Chase is going for 200,
Do y'all believe in the Super Bowl slump?
Oh, man,
yeah,
it's real.
for sure.
Their offensive line looks terrible.
He's
doesn't
been
look
sacked
good.
like 13 times.
No, I'm
already,
not gonna take. I'm gonna take a victory lap. I never hopped on the Joe Burrow train just because he wore the cool glasses. Everyone will say Joe Shiesty. Everyone wanted to act like he was a top QB,
Joe
and he
Burrow.
wasn't,
He never
and
was.
he's showing it.
Joe Burrow.
So I'm gonna have to take the Bengals, but
I agree. I don't see a world where I can take the Jets.
if they go
It's the
0-3,
Jets.
like my gosh.
Do
But
we-
if the Jets won,
Do we blame Joe Burrow's inconsistency from his lack of time in the pocket?
that's definitely a factor. But at the same time, you still gotta make things
if I'm being
happen.
sacked 13 times in 2 games, I'm literally worried that I'm about to get hit every single time I step out. That's ridiculous. Anyways,
But I don't think that makes up for them being 0-2.
Yeah,
So the
exactly.
2 of the teams that they lost to, especially
Yeah.
a Cooper Rush led Cowboys
Oh.
and a Mitch Trubisky.
That was my
Steelers.
lock last week for them to beat the Cowboys. And
yeah,
that was
locked.
awesome.
You locked this week.
So moving on, the Raiders at the Titans.
I think the Raiders for sure.
Titans look horrendous.
Titans look horrible. It shows how they have no receiving game. Their passing game is awful.
Derrick
Henry can't find anything on the ground. Did he have 12 yards last night? So he looks atrocious, and that defense is horrible. So I think the Raiders I think Waller and Adams are due for a big game.
And then for me, I'm gonna mark this down as my lock of the week. I'm gonna put the Raiders over the Titans, and that's my lock. Moving on, Saints versus Panthers.
Give me the Saints in a bounce back. I've picked the Panthers, I think, 2 weeks in a row to win, and they have just shown me that their offense is horrible. I thought Baker was going to do a better job of leading them. Somehow Baker has made McCaffrey not efficient, and he hasn't been there. Moore is really a ghost. So, I'm going to take the Saints in a bounce back. It was a close game against the Bucs.
I have to say the same. Panthers.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll probably go Saints as well.
I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Baker gets there and they look worse than they did last year. At least get the ball to McCaffrey or more.
I think it was a closer game than we think, just because Godwin was out and then Evans was ejected, so they really had no pass catchers, or Tampa Bay that is, Tom Brady was just flustered the whole game.
That
So I
Saints
think it was
defense,
closer.
that might be a top 5 defense in the NFL.
And the Saints were about this close to potentially putting in the OT with that Olave catch after he fumbled. So I think that was a really close game. But I'll go Saints for that reason. Moving on, Ravens versus Patriots.
I got the Ravens. I don't like the Patriots offense at all. Ravens put a 42 on the Dolphins. They did lose, but I don't think the Patriots have that kind of those.
No need to get cute, Cam.
Just saying, Belichick has his way against Lamar.
All right.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Lions versus Vikings.
This is gonna be a close game. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Lions are a good football team.
Lions put it on the Commanders in the first half last week. Even though the game ended close, they put it on them. That offense can score.
Honestly, I'm picking the Lions. I'm picking the Lions. The Vikings cannot handle pressure. Aiden Hutchinson got to the quarterback 3 times.
What time is that
last
game
week.
at?
It's a 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock game. All right, so no prime time, Kirk. I'm gonna go Vikings. I think
That might be my sneaky upset of the week.
Kirk looked horrendous last night. He was closing his eyes and throwing the ball. That's what it looked like to me. And the Lions, Amon-Ra's emerging as a top receiver. Aiden Hutchinson, like he said, had 2 sacks in his debut, right?
He had 3 last week.
Three sacks. He's looking great.
Golf looks really good.
Swift was busting out long runs.
The Vikings run game, or the Vikings defensive run stop is not even existent.
And a guy who took a big step coming off injury, I think Jeff Okuda's been having a good year, solid year, way better than what he was doing last year.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Lions defense isn't very good either, but I think the Lions could maybe put a stop or 2 together and maybe win this game.
So you have the Lions.
I have the Vikings.
In Minnesota, I'm going to go Vikings. So moving on, Eagles versus Commanders.
Eagles are red hot, man. I'm on Eagles. Commanders, that was a game that I thought they would win last week for sure. They made it close at the end, but they were just playing from behind the whole time. And I think the Eagles' offense is better than the Lions, and the Lions' offense gave them trouble. So I'm going to go Eagles.
Eagles. So
I agree. Eagles are one of the best teams in the league right now. Hottest teams. Chiefs at Colts.
Chiefs by 40. Chiefs by 40.
Chiefs.
If the Colts don't give Jonathan Taylor minimum 35 touches this game, they're right on track.
Colts are a disaster of a team right now. I mean, they had no Pittman last week, but I don't think it matters. Matt Ryan
Taylor should be at least getting 35 touches.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, I agree. Chiefs. Texans at Bears.
Another absolute snooze fest. This will be a
horrible matchup.
Don't even tune in to watch this game.
Man.
This is bad. I think the Bears win because David Montgomery runs.
I was going to say the same thing. I think the only reason the Bears win that game is because Montgomery is the only person who looks good on that team.
The Bears wide receivers have 7 total receptions through 2 weeks.
I was going to say, I really want to talk about the Bears because that game was probably one of the worst coached games I think I've seen, and I was back-to-back primetime games with the Broncos last week and the Bears this week. I mean, how do you lose a game by 2 scores and your quarterback threw the ball 11 times? It just baffles me that Darnell Mooney has 2 catches this year.
He's not been involved whatsoever.
He's your best receiver. Cole Kmet has 0 catches through 2 games on 2 targets. I don't know how you're ever going to win football games if you can't throw the ball.
I mean, the hire in general from the Bears, they go from having a horrible offense to getting a defensive coordinator. They brought in a defensive coordinator when they had a horrible offense and the defense was solid.
Maybe they don't trust Justin Fields. Is that what y'all think?
I don't trust.
I just think the play calling is garbage.
But like, if you want to win games, you have to throw the ball. It doesn't matter. You can't just run the ball all game. I mean,
and plus, on the goal line, they ran the ball with Fields instead of running the ball with David Montgomery.
Even if that was a touchdown,
and shotgun too.
Why would you not just take it under center and just take it? Or if you're gonna take it in shotgun, hand it off to Montgomery and let him. Yeah, it's just.
And the Texans look garbage.
So
I'm going the Bears.
I have the Bears. I think Montgomery has a field day.
I think Montgomery has a field day, but I'm gonna go the Texans in this one.
I think both those teams are horrible. So either way.
Yeah, it would surprise me if Texans won.
Jaguars at Chargers.
As long as Herbert's playing, I got the Chargers.
Chargers. Even if Herbert's not even playing, I think it's Chargers.
I'll go Chargers. Rams at the Cardinals.
Rams to the Cardinals.
The Rams have not looked. Speaking of Super Bowl slump, the
They-
Rams haven't looked good either.
They haven't looked good, but I'm gonna go the Rams. I think the Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals found something within the last half of that Raiders game.
Was that more of the Cardinals finding something, or was that the Raiders?
I think it was both. I think that's kind of the spark the Cardinals needed to get going this season.
I'm gonna take the
So
Rams.
you're taking the Cardinals.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know yet. You go ahead.
I got the Rams.
Honestly, I'm taking the Rams for the sheer fact that they have Cup. Cup will probably get 15 targets this game.
I think if the Cardinals go down early to the Rams, it's not going to be as easy to come back as
Right.
it did to the Raiders.
I'll go Rams as well, but I do think the Cardinals.
Their defense is shaky. Von Miller leaving, their defense.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Rams. I'll stick with Rams. Packers at Bucks. It's probably one of the best games of the week.
This is a tough game.
Peyton, you want to go first?
If I think
We
if
already know
okay
his
is I don't think Godwin will be back, and Mike Evans might be suspended for this game.
He is suspended.
So as of now, I'd pick the Packers.
Go Pack, go Packers all the way, no doubt. Packers win this game. They are not going to 1-2. I got the Packers. Buccaneers offense has not looked good.
It hasn't.
It has not looked good. They have run the ball well, but that is about it. And especially with the depletion at receiver, I'm going to go Packers.
The Packers have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. With Evans being out, Donovan being out, they're going to be forced to run the ball a lot. And I do think they will be running all over the Packers. They'll be running like silly. But I think the lack of pass catchers in Tampa Bay is going to hurt them. So I'll go Buccaneers.
Yeah, you're a sheep, buddy. All right, yeah.
Sheep.
Packers going to key in on that Lenny. They'll probably put 8 in the box.
Yeah, all I got to go is
I'm gonna
Rashad
take-
Perriman, so I think we're good.
I'll take Bucks.
I don't know what that is.
Falcons for Seahawks.
Falcons.
Falcons.
Give me the Falcons.
I like
The
the
Falcons
Falcons
look.
as
The
well.
Falcons
I
have
like the
looked
Falcons as
solid.
well.
Don't
They
sleep on Mariota.
They have played 2 close games against 2 pretty
Two
solid
good
teams.
NFC
So yeah,
teams.
I got the Falcons.
My offensive rookie of the year pick is looking super nice. Drake London, Jersey London had over 100 yards and a touchdown, 8 catches.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Pitts has like a little breakout game this year.
They need to throw the ball more.
Did y'all see what's his face said
Arthur
about?
Smith.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about fantasy points, but we should be worried about getting Kyle Pitts the ball because y'all did draft him.
Literally the highest drafted
4th
tight end, and
overall.
you're throwing the ball.
Yeah, I might not be
4
worried about
times.
fantasy points, but you are worried about losing, and y'all lost 2
Yeah.
games, so get him the ball.
Yeah. 49ers versus Broncos.
This is a no-brainer. Give me the Niners.
Niners.
I was think we were both really big on the Niners preseason,
Yeah.
even with Trey Lance going down. I mean, you can see the.
Is it that big of a drop off?
It might
think
not
it's an
even be.
upgrade.
It might not even be a drop off at all. It might be an upgrade.
I think it's an
I
upgrade.
think I'm with that. I think I got the.
I mean, you saw like when Jimmy G came in, the Niners they looked like.
rejuvenated.
I mean, they looked like they just saw the Undertaker rise from the dead. I mean, Jimmy was smiling. You know, you couldn't even tell his teammate just got hurt.
And he got that 350K
I mean, he's looking,
too.
and you see all that
He got
money.
that
You see all
350K
that money
too.
that he's gonna make. You know, I don't blame him. He's cheesing out there. 'cause
Jimmy
he
G's
knows I
having
got-
fun.
He got $5 million in the back pocket. I mean,
I don't understand.
I don't think
yeah.
their system changes at all. And the Broncos looked atrocious again.
100%.
Texans, but
Hackett is I think is close to the hot seat, and he just got fired because they look horrible. And Judy might be out, so that's something to look at.
I'll go Niners. And then to end it off on Monday night, Cowboys versus Giants.
It's going to be a close game.
Do the Giants start the season 3-0?
I gotta say, I was
Does
a,
Cooper Rush
I was
come
a,
back-to-back
I was a believer in the Giants preseason, but
I told you they're gonna be 3rd in the NFC.
I still have some doubts. I had them as like a 7-8 win team. Oh, I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I think
Just straight on Monday night.
I think the single fact that the Cowboys they have Michael Parsons. That kid's insane. He's insane. He has like what 5
Also,
sacks through 2 games.
I do want to say the Giants are 2-0, but the teams that they beat, I don't think either of those teams are good.
The Titans.
I think the Titans could very well be a bottom feeder this year. And I think the Panthers.
I don't think the Cowboys are very good either.
I don't think they are either, but I think they have at least a little more playmakers. I mean, honestly, Cooper Rush and Daniel Jones. I don't know if I see too much of a difference there. Cooper Rush played a good game on Sunday. He didn't try to do too much. And like he said, Micah Parsons and Diggs. Diggs had a good game on Sunday too. He did.
So y'all both have the Cowboys?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the Cowboys.
Oh.
Give me Saquon on prime time. I'm going the Giants. I'm going 3-0 Giants. Book it.
That's just not.
You know, I have a Saquon jersey in my closet. I'm one of the biggest Saquon fans here, even though Buddy over here has him on his team. I'm going the G-Men.
Oh wow.
I'm going the G-Men. Saquon, 150 total yards.
I see you.
Maybe 2
I say
touchdowns.
Cowboys, but I mean.
Going Giants. Cooper Rush, the luck won't continue. He's not winning 3 straight starts. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm going Giants. So, Peyton and I already have our locks.
Yes, Alex.
Alex.
What's your luck of the week?
Do you have your lock of the week?
My luck of the week this week: Chiefs over Colts. I took the Bills last week. You know, the Chiefs are just so much better than the Colts.
Continual
Chiefs
sheep
all
picks.
day.
Continuing.
Hey, it worked last week. How'd your lock go last
Our luck
week?
went awful last week.
That's what I thought.
That's why I'm picking against them this
My
week.
luck won like 45-7. So
Proud. And then upset of the week, upset picks.
I already
My upset pick is the Texans over the Bears even an upset?
No.
Yeah.
2.5 spreads and I'm upset.
yeah. My upset of the week: Falcons over Seahawks. Minor upset, but that's the only thing I can see that actually has a realistic chance of happening.
I'll take the Giants or the Cowboys as my upset.
Yeah.
All right, so that should be wrapping it up for us. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check in to the TikTok and more YouTube for more YouTube videos, more YouTube content. Peace out.